Welcome one and all to review number 45 for SVC Chaos SNK vs Capcom. Upon starting the game, players are given the option to pick one of approximately 36 selectable characters from either of the titular companies. From there, the game becomes a crossover event quite unlike the Marvel vs Capcom series in that it focuses on traditional one-on-one fighting as opposed to tag team action. Another notable difference is that the game utilises the same 4-button layout as the King of Fighters series, rather than Street Fighter's typical 6-button setup. The buttons, labelled A through D, not only allow for weak and strong punches and corresponding kicks, but pressing the A and B buttons simultaneously lets you throw your opponent, and doing so with the C and D buttons while your guard is up allows you to perform a counter-attack at the cost of a super attack gauge. While there may not be a whole lot of depth to them, the simple controls make getting into the swing of things that much easier, and soon enough, you'll be pulling off devastating super combos left and right.
You win!
Graphically speaking, the game looks just as good, if not better, than any of the games in the King of Fighters series. Capcom's characters receive a super realistic appearance to match their SNK counterparts, and with the exception of Street Fighter 3, they've never quite looked so good. Even the backgrounds look incredible, with some of them showcasing some nifty visual effects. On the audio front, the voice samples are nice and clear, and the background tracks are an interesting mix. Nothing terribly outstanding, nothing too horrible, they stand firmly on the middle ground. One of the few downsides to SVC Chaos is the apparent lack of a story to unite all these characters, although I guess that can be expected of these sorts of games, since even the Marvel vs Capcom series wasn't immune to this fault. In addition, the boss characters can be horrifically cheap and relentless, with Shin Akuma and Mr. Karate, who wouldn't look too out of place in an episode of Noddy with that freaking massive nose of his, being major offenders in this category. Finally, many of the super combos are ludicrously powerful, which leads to the characters being largely unbalanced. While SVC Chaos is undoubtedly flawed by the factors I just mentioned, it's still a relatively fun title, but I strongly urge you to try before you buy.